A housing boom in Peru is making the availability of living spaces for the poor more and more difficult to acquire. Our correspondent in Lima now reports on their struggle to find affordable housing.
Invasions of plots in the solar hill of Lima take place often. From there, you can see the Pacific Ocean, but also the stark differences between wealthy and poor Peruvians. Maribel Sandoval's home is near the top of the hill. With her husband and 6 children, she lives in a 6-square-meter space they move into after being evicted from a rented house.
A lady from around here saw us sleeping outside and asked what happened. I told her that since I was renting and ran out of money to pay, I didn't have anywhere to go. I was alone with my kids because my husband was working all day and all night. Sometimes he would only come home after 3 days of work. So the woman told me, go over there, where there's an empty space. That was this place.
Maribel's story is more than common in urban areas of Peru. The country has hundreds of thousands of irregular occupations of small plots that seem to show how the market-oriented real estate system and the housing programs of the government have failed to provide a proper supply of shelter for the great majority of poor citizens. The government has opted instead to remove forcefully those occupying new spaces.
The government talks about social inclusion, and this is a matter of social inclusion. This is a matter of the rights of the poorest people, and with this matter it's not suitable to use repression.
Escalante estimates that construction companies control around 90% of housing plots, and they build houses only for those with middle and upper classes incomes. He also explains that government housing programs require people to have a steady source of income and a credit history in order to apply. Such circumstances will continue to leave the majority of Peruvians without the possibility of living in an adequate home. Rael Mora, Telesur, Lima.